Hi, I'm Nancy J with the Celebrity Spotlight on Anne Hathaway and Jake Gyllenhaal. Now, they first appeared together as a dysfunctional couple in Brokeback Mountain. 5 years later, they play another dysfunctional couple of sorts in Love and Other Drugs.
Hey, Lisa.
Her name's not Lisa.
I know, but if every time I say, hey, Lisa, she'll think that I dated a girl who looked just like her. She'll develop this unconscious need to win my approval, and from then on, it's cake.
Damn. Why would you want to be a pharmaceutical rep?
That pays over 100 grand a year, that's why.
Hello, ladies. Hello, gorgeous. Oh, wait. Yep, there's another one.
If the patient asks, you're an intern.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Knight.
And who are you?
Jamie Randall, intern.
Well, let's have a look.
You're a crap! You let me take my shirt on you!
And this is an amazing love story because there are so many layers to this story. What drew you to this project? Because there are a lot of things that are maybe out of your comfort zone in this movie that you had to attempt and do well, by the way. I don't want to give too much away.
Do you want to start?
I mean, what I think ultimately the movie's about, two people who are, denying themselves and terrified of vulnerability and terrified of getting close to anything or anyone. And both of them have their own kind of, I like to think of, they both have ailments, in different ways. And they have similar ailments, and those similarities ultimately first drive them apart, but then bring them together, And I think, all the layers of the comedy of their relationship, the emotional parts, and ultimately the real severe high-stakes choices that they have to make to be with each other is what makes the movie.
For you, this isn't even about sex for you. This is about finding an hour or two of relief from the pain of being you. And that's fine with me because all I want's the exact same thing.
Show me how you do that trick. Why don't you have a boyfriend?
Let's just keep it simple.
I can do that.
Hello?
I like hearing the sound of your voice.
You like hearing the sound of her voice? Were you abducted by aliens?
I hear we're coming out with a new sex drug, Viagra. I want it.
This is a revolution.
I've already sold 2,000 prescriptions this month alone.
It's hard to believe, isn't it? It's hard to believe.
You must be swelling inside!
I'm a very private person when it comes to my sexuality. But, so there was obviously the physical part, which actually was the least discomforting thing about the role for me. That was just kind of, because I believed that it was important. But for me, it was her struggle. I mean, it had to be so finely tuned, and there was risking a lot of things. I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal's a pretty wonderful person, and she's kind of prickly to him for a lot of the movie, and I was worried, is the audience going to understand it? We deal with big emotions. How do you pitch it? Anyway, there was just a lot of worry, and but it seems that apparently when Ed Zwick directs you, there's nothing to be worried about.
You're a good man, but you're on the fast track. 600 girls dying to discuss sales techniques. Can't do that with me holding you back.
She rejected you. That's why you want her.
I need you.
I'm gonna need you more.
Beautiful girl. Stay with me. You wanna go home. Stay with me. Stay with me. Beautiful girl.
I think the question is, you can live for a long, healthy, you can have a long, healthy life and never live, or you can have, love and it may not be forever, but, if you have it, could you have it for a day? Could you have it for a week? Would you rather that than never having it ever? And I think that's ultimately the question. So, I think it's a difficult question because we all live in a world where there's judgment and questioning and people's opinions about tons of things, and they influence everyone, but these two people decide in the end to listen to their own hearts and push everybody else away and just say, we know what's real and we know what feels real, and that's what happens, and that's what makes it special, right?
I actually had a sort of a different reaction. This movie didn't make me question what I would do because I'm a little superstitious and I don't like anticipating tragedy, but what it did make me do was take a look at my life and evaluate if I was grateful enough for it. And I think that's another part of the power of this movie.
Pound that one out, man.
Look for Love and Other Drugs in your real-time theater.